In this video, we're unveiling 10 little-known things you probably didn't know about Ross Chastain, from his dating life and anger issues to his favorite celebrity and net worth. This video is your backstage pass into the world of the Watermelon Man. Number 10. Racing Roots. Born on December 4th, 1992, in Alva, Florida, Ross didn't start racing until he hit the ripe old age of 13. His dad used to race for fun, and it was watching his old man tear up the track that got Ross interested. His big brother, Chad Chastain, also races in NASCAR. He's a part-time driver, though, driving in both the Craftsman Truck Series and the Xfinity Series for Nice Motorsports and DGM Racing. Their dad, Ralph Chastain, is a hard-working guy who runs a watermelon farm in Florida called JDI Farms. And guess what that makes Ross? Why, an 8th-generation watermelon farmer. Yep, he along with his younger brother Chad and brother-in-law Doug Miller are very much in on that family business. But you probably knew that based on all the watermelons he smashes before and after races. Number 9. Interest in hobbies. You'd think this guy would be all about speed and adrenaline, but nope, he's got a soft spot for some pretty laid-back hobbies. First off, nature is his jam. Ross loves to unwind by diving into outdoor activities, with fishing and hiking topping his list. You can tell growing up in the calm countryside of Florida left its mark on him. But that's not all. Ross is a real music lover, and country tunes are his go-to. He's often rocking out at music festivals and concerts whenever his racing schedule gives him a breather. And since Trackhouse Racing is partly owned by the one and only Pitbull, you'd think he's probably into rap too, but nah, he's explicitly mentioned that he doesn't get rap. Number 8. Favorite track. Oh, Ross has got a whole list, but his top 3 include Bristol, Kansas, and Darlington, and exactly in that order. Oh wait, there's Homestead also in the mix too, clearly, because it's basically in his Florida hometown's backyard. Hey, if you're wondering why these tracks, well, it's just out of pure love. Or in his own words, just because. It's not that he feels he can really dominate these tracks, it's just about the joy of racing there, and he's admitted this in an interview by saying, "I'm not overly great at any of them, but gosh, I just love making laps at them." Number 7. Doesn't have a working TV. I know what you're thinking. Who doesn't have a working TV at home in 2024? Well, Ross doesn't. Here's what he said in a recent Q&A session. "I don't think I've watched a movie. I don't have a TV at my house that works. There is one in the living room, but it doesn't work. Everything is on my Mac or computer. I'll stream Netflix on one of those. I'll watch something in bed or mainly watch stuff on the flight." Number 6. Anger issues. After just a bit more than a season with Trackhouse Racing in the NASCAR Cup Series, Chastain had already become quite the polarizing figure. Ever since he took the wheel of the number 1 car, it felt like there's a new issue with Chastain every few races. From Kyle Larson blocking him at Dover Speedway to Noah Gragson confronting him at Kansas Speedway, it seems like Chastain's reputation in the garage isn't on the upswing. While he's owned up to some incidents that he believes are his fault, whether justified or not, Chastain has found himself at odds with a sizable chunk of the garage in record time. Now, we're not just talking about drivers being miffed over hard racing. No, to make it on this list, a driver had to be a part of a collision with Chastain and not to be too happy about it. He's even thrown punches at Noah Gragson, so yeah, he can be a bit of an angry bird, or as Christopher Bell likes to call him, a wrecking ball. By my count, there had already been 13 incidents, excluding retaliations, in 11 races involving 9 different drivers by the time he was in his 47th race with the team. Number 5. Watermelon Man. While his aggressive racing style hasn't made him many friends on the track, off the track, Chastain has a ton of people who tune into his races, hoping he'll make it to victory lane and do what he always does: violently smash a watermelon to pieces in a delicious and satisfying act of celebration. The nickname Watermelon Man truly solidified its place during the 2019 season when Ross won the NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series race at the Gateway Motorsports Park. As he celebrated, the customary winner's burnout turned whimsical when he gleefully performed a watermelon smash on the track, showcasing his playful side and honoring his roots. The crowd erupted in cheers and Watermelon Man was chanted through the stadium. But, as mentioned earlier, Ross's association with watermelons extends beyond just a nickname. Partnering with the National Watermelon Association, he actively promotes watermelon consumption, boosting its popularity and bringing awareness to the industry. In doing doing so, Ross has carved a unique identity, becoming a true ambassador for both racing and agriculture. But being the Watermelon Man isn't just about showmanship and endorsing a product. He's actually a hands-on watermelon farmer. That's right. Hailing from a long line of watermelon cultivators in Florida, he's proudly carrying on a tradition that spans 8 generations. And despite the hustle and bustle of his racing career, he makes time to play the role of a farm boy. His favorite gig is harvest time. Number 4, big Kevin Hart fan. Yep, Ross has been to one of Hart's shows and just loves soaking in the humor when Kevin does his thing. Who would have thought? Despite his poker face, seriously, people say his face doesn't show much emotion, Ross has a soft spot for the laughs Hart brings to the table. However, the funny thing is, despite being the racing prodigy he is, he still feels a bit jittery around high-flying executives. Yeah, when those Chevy big shots walk in, he tends to get really self-conscious. So while he's cool with meeting comedy legends like Hart, the nerves kick in when the corporate suits step into the picture. Number 3, charity. Turns out Ross has got a compassionate side to him. Engaged with the Moose fraternity, he's actively dedicated to his charitable initiatives. This fraternity has a substantial impact on global charity work, and Chastain consistently plays his part by frequently visiting Moose lodges. Notably, his Hail Melon act at Martinsville not only showcased his racing flair, but also contributed to the fraternity's cause by boosting diecast sales. As time passes, we hope that Chastain continues to make a meaningful contribution, lending a helping hand to those in need. Number 2, net worth, salary, and house. Now, let's talk about the bag. Ross Chastain's reported net worth stands at approximately $4 million, with a majority of his earnings stemming from approximately 447 races he's participated in since making his Truck Series debut in 2011. In 2021 alone, Chastain earned over $1 million from his Cup Series campaign. When it comes to salary specifics, he's received a salary above $2 million from Chip Ganassi in 2021. However, details about his salary with Trackhouse Racing are not publicly confirmed. And of course, Chastain's financial portfolio isn't solely reliant on racing. He has multiple endorsement deals with major brands such as McDonald's, Chevrolet, Clover, Advent Health, and Moose Fraternity. He also reportedly signed a $95 million sponsorship deal with Bill Gates in late 2023. And in addition to his personal sponsors, his team Trackhouse Racing boasts sponsorships from Princess Cruises, GoPro, Coca-Cola, Jockey, Kubota, and more. Guess it's safe to say Ross is doing pretty darn decent. He lives in a cozy 3-bed, 3-bath house in Mooresville, North Carolina. He bought this property back in 2021, sealing the deal for a cool $395,000. And number 1, partners. Our boy Ross hit the jackpot when he started dating former Miss Carolina, Erica Ann Turner, back in 2022. His girl, according to Terry Bias and Associates, holds a dual degree in communication and business from the University of North Carolina. And before venturing into real estate, she worked in sales for a Fortune 500 company. But her prominence goes beyond her real estate career. She catapulted to stardom when she was crowned Miss North Carolina in 2021 and Miss U.S. Landscapes in 2020. Alongside modeling, she has also collaborated with major brands, appeared in commercials for Hanes and Monster Energy, and even graced the pages of People magazine. Now, the details of how and when Ross Chastain and Erica Ann Turner met remain a mystery, but their relationship was unveiled at the NASCAR Awards and Champion Celebration at Nashville's Music City Center in December 2022. Despite Chastain's public persona on the track, the couple managed to keep their relationship low-key until their public appearance. As for Erica's reported net worth, it is stated to be around $250,000. Currently, the two of them are just dating, and there's no indication of marriage in the near future. But who knows? The man's just hit his 30s, so we might hear some good news soon. And we've got to say, his girlfriend seems to be the whole package because, in addition to her modeling career, she also actively engages in charity work. Inspired by her great-grandmother and grandmother's battles with ovarian cancer, Turner spends a considerable amount of time raising awareness about the disease. Hey, we love this duo. What about you? Let us know what you think about Ross Chastain in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch the next one that'll pop up on your screen. And subscribe to the channel for all things NASCAR.